Hello. So, I'm gonna do another story time video. If, I don't really know what content to make anymore. It feels like story times have always been what I was going towards anyway because I have so many stories to tell, and a lot of my videos end up being me just telling stories anyway. So if you end up going and watching my old videos, kind of similar to this, except I'm not just sitting in one place and talking, but this is better. This is my dog. She wants to say hi to everybody. Hi. Hi, Angel Face. Yeah, really? Okay. Wow. Thank you. Today might be a little bit of a Today might be a little bit of a shorter story. Also, always stay tuned to the very end of my videos, even after the ad reads, because I put bloopers in there, and they're really funny, because I mess up talking sometimes more than other times, and she's also funnier sometimes more than other times, so you get to, get that at the very end of my videos. Today, I'm going to tell you guys the story. It's a little bit of a milder one, of me trying to save my mom's cat from a tree. And also my grandma screaming at me about my hair being pink. It was kind of funny, but also for me, very stressful. So, okay. Hi. Can I please tell the story, please? Just let me tell the story, please. It's not going to be a long one, I promise. I promise. It's not going to be long, I promise. Sometimes I like to go and stay at my mom's house. It's like a way to go and, I don't know, relax and get away from my life I've built for myself and kind of go back to my family and see them, and then just, I'm kind of pulled a million different ways whenever I go to my hometown. So it's a lot. I'll have to go to my mom's house, and my base camp will be there, and I'll have all my stuff there, and I'll bring my dog there. And then I will go to my sister's house and see all my nieces, and then I'll go to my grandma's house, and I'll just bounce around like that. And this one day, I decided I wanted my hair to be done. You guys can see, I actually took down the video of me bleaching my hair because that's the video I accidentally showed my bum in. Literally, it was up for, I think, 3 or 4 days before I noticed that my butt is shown in the first 10 seconds of the video. I meant to edit it out and I forgot to, and I forgot to proof watch my video. So I uploaded it and my butt is in the video. So I had to take that video down. I honestly just do YouTube on my cell phone. So in order to fix that video and edit out any clips like normal YouTubers would be able to do pretty easily, I'd have to figure it out on my computer. And I haven't done that in literal years. And my computer is such an old, crusty laptop that it barely works. So I'm gonna have to figure that out if I want that video to come back up. It's a short little video, though, of me just bleaching my hair, so it doesn't really matter. But it's kind of entertaining. It was a good video, but it sucks that my butt was shown. Anyway, congrats to anyone who got to see that one. That was really embarrassing. I guess it does happen to YouTubers a lot, and finally happened to me. Just being a dummy and not proof watching my video after editing it. I edited it too fast. That's what happened. So anyway, that is when I decided to go to my hometown and have my sister bleach my hair. And then I came back home and I did more bleaching myself, and that's what I recorded. And I was in the mirror and my butt was in the background because I didn't have pants on. But we'll move past that. So I had my sister bleached my hair, and the first outcome, I'll put a picture here. You okay? I'll put a picture here of my hair after it was bleached. It didn't come out blonde. It came out blonde and then orange. Orangish pink. Weird colors. And I still liked it because guess what? My plan all along was to have pink hair like this. So it didn't matter. If you watch Brad Mondo videos, I suggest you do because he educates you a lot about hair dyeing and hair bleaching and stuff like that. But if you watch a lot of his videos, you know that bleaching is definitely a process. And if you have any hair dye below your hair when you bleach it, the bleach is not going to take that out. It's just kind of going to show it. It's going to if you had purple or pink underneath your hair, you've ever dyed your hair any color, or like red, especially red, will never come out. If you try to bleach red hair, or pink or purple, it's gonna come out just a lighter version of that color, basically. So my hair, where I had previously dyed it like a darker red purple color, had just turned like pinkish red orange, and it kind of looked terrible, but honestly it also kind of worked for me. Like, I can make any hair color work, I think, because I just always kind of like to have colorful pink hair anyway. So I was like fine with it. I was like, it's okay. You know, I ordered pink hair dye. I was waiting for the pink hair dye to come in the mail. So I was just kind of like, yeah, this is my hair right now. It's fine. That's what, if you're a girl who dyes your hair a lot, you know, that's just one of the stages of dyeing your hair. You just accept that it looks bad for a little bit while you wait to fix it. That's just what happens. I ended up staying the night at my mom's house and planning to go out to breakfast with my grandma the next morning. And I woke up the next day and it was freezing. It was below zero, wasn't it? It was below zero outside. And it was because my hometown is in like one of the states in the Midwest that's frozen, okay? It's Wyoming, I'll say that. And so it was below zero outside. It was really, really, really cold. But because my mom doesn't wake up until way later in the day, she happened to not be awake yet. So she wakes up at like noon every day. Ever since I was a child, my mom has slept like most of the day. It's an interesting like character trait that my mom has. I wake up that morning, and because I'm a chain smoker, you'll find out from my previous stories, I woke up to smoke a cigarette. And because it was frozen outside, I was not going to go outside. And my mom smokes inside of her house all the time, so I was like, it's fine, I'll just smoke with the door open, like with her front door open, and I just stood next to it. And I started to hear this crazy freaking noise. I was like, what is that noise? It was like, that's what it was like. And I was like, what is going on? What the heck am I hearing? And then I realized after I heard it a few more times, oh, it's a cat. Okay, so there's a cat in trouble. My heart just like tinges, you know? I'm like, oh no, I need to help this cat, wherever this cat is. I don't know, you know, whose cat it is. So I open up the door and I kind of just step outside, and it's freezing. And I look just over right to my mom's neighbor's house. And what do I see but my mom's cat stuck in a tree? Completely, like, just to the point where I couldn't reach him. It was like, he was like probably 8 feet up off the ground in this tree. And the first branch that he was sitting on, like the whole tree was flat up until the point where the branch was on that he was on. So there was no other branches that he could climb down to get lower. Does that make sense? And this tree branch that he was on was literally like 8 feet tall, to the point where I'm just barely able to reach him. I'm just barely, like, with my arms completely stretched out. I'm touching his nose. Does that make sense? And I'm only 5'4", so that's crazy that maybe it wasn't 8 feet. It was probably like 6 feet or something. No, it was probably like 7. We'll say 7 feet. Okay? So anyway, I'm trying. He's meowing at me, and he won't come down because who knows why cats won't come down? Who knows? But at this point, my grandma is calling me saying that she's on her way to come get me for breakfast. And I'm like, oh, crap. I'm in a dilemma here because my heart won't let me leave this cat stuck up in this tree and go and get breakfast. Just wouldn't happen. I felt like I needed to get him down before leaving because it was so cold outside, and I knew he was up there for the entire night. He had been up there. So he seemed like he was like freezing, he was starving, and I just felt really bad for him. He is a long-haired cat, thank God, though. So he had this long hair, but he has a past of having health issues, so I was really worried that he could actually die up there. Like, I was legit worried about him. And the sounds that he was making was like, please don't leave me, please help me, please don't leave. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna leave this poor cat. And so what I did, as my grandma said she was on the way, was I decided this is so dumb, but I know because I follow the fireman's page in my local area. I know that they help I know that they help cats get down from trees. Kittens, cats, whatever, they help them get down from trees sometimes because firefighters are the only ones who have those specific types of tools to get cats down from trees. Like the ladder and everything. So I called the non-emergency police line and they told me to call the animal control, which I should have known was a bad freaking idea, okay? I should have known, because animal control is meant for animals who are out of control. I don't think they're there to help animals, really. I think they get confused about what they should be doing, if that makes sense. Because when the guy finally got there, he was tall enough to grab the cat. He was like 6'4", and he could have just grabbed poor little Oscar. By the way, my mom's cat's name is Oscar. And my mom calls him Skirt Skirt, which is so funny. My mom is like the funniest, like, kind of millennial mom, but she's not. What would she be called? I don't know what my mom's generation would be called. I don't know, but she's 55 about, okay? And she's just really funny. She calls her cat Skirt Skirt.
Can you relax, please? Let me finish.
Just as this animal control vehicle guy pulls up, too, my grandma pulled up. And y'all don't know my grandma, okay? She's a really, really stressful person, okay? So she pulls up and she's all stressed the heck out. She's like, we gotta hurry. We gotta go and get breakfast. Your aunt has a time limit. So, because we were gonna meet my aunt at breakfast. And I was like, well, crap. I can't leave without getting this dang cat out from the dang tree. So I don't know what to tell you, Grandma. Can you wait a little bit while me and this guy try to get this figured out? It might be quick. And she's like, okay, fine. The whole time she's like, she won't even turn her car off. She's that impatient. So I'm like, trying not to let that stress me out while I'm also trying to get this dang cat. I'm like, as soon as the guy gets out of his animal control truck, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're totally tall enough. You can grab him. Yay. And he walks up and he's like, yeah. All right, let me go get my tool. And this is when I should have known. I should have known it was a bad idea. And I kind of did. It kind of clicked for me that I was like, I should have known that a guy who works for the city in animal control isn't going to just come and like grab your cat and it would be all good. They're gonna be like too scared to do that, I guess. Like they're worried that this animal is out of control in a way. They're worried that every animal is out of control. Can you believe that, honey? I call for help. What if I called for help with you and they thought you were out of control and didn't help you? That would suck. So anyway, he comes out with this giant net on a stick. And when he walks toward this cat with that net on a stick, this cat goes way higher up in the tree. Oscar was not having that crap. It was kind of funny, like the immediate way that my mom's cat just ran away from that thing. So the animal control guy was like, yeah, that actually usually happens. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, why didn't you just grab him? You're literally tall enough. What the hell? That's so weird of you. But it made sense because they can't put themselves in danger. It's their job to like know how to control animals, and it's their job to not do anything stupid. So it kind of would have been stupid for him to just grab a cat he didn't know, you know. Plus, this cat is kind of Oscar, Skirt. He's a little bit of a wild cat, so he doesn't like people touching him. So he probably wouldn't have been happy with this guy grabbing him anyway. So either way, it was a bad idea. So the guy ended up leaving and he told me basically if it lasts like more of the day, if he's still stuck up there, then I can probably call the fire department and they can come out with all of their tools and everything. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll go to breakfast with my grandma and my aunt because that won't take too much time and he won't be up there too much longer. because I'll just come right back and I'll still focus on getting him down. You know, I'm not going to forget about him or sleep in like my mom would and forget that my cat's outside in negative below temperatures. The guy leaves and he tells me, you know, if it lasts longer, just call them later. Otherwise, I can't really do anything to help you. And I was like, yeah, I totally understand. Whatever. Bye. Thank you so much for your help. So anyway, I get into my grandma's car and she just looks at me like this. And I'm like, hi, are you ready to go? Sorry about that. You know, it only took about 10 minutes, but he's still up there. It'll be okay though. We can still go to breakfast. It's okay. And my grandma is like this. Your hair! It looks so horrible! What did you do? And she's saying this because I just applied for a job, a very serious job. I was going to be a 911 dispatcher. And she thinks that people can't have colorful hair in jobs these days, I guess. This is why she freaked out. She told me, she then, in her mysterious way, told me I'll never get a serious job and I'm gonna have to quit smoking if I ever do want a serious job, which duh, I know. Just all this stuff just because my hair was a little bit pink. Little did she know that my plan was to have it this pink. Like, fire truck pink. That's what I'm gonna call it, fire truck pink. So, I ended up, she was doing this thing with her hands. She was like, you'll never get a job now. And so with my hand, I mimicked her and I went, why do you act like you know? And she went, okay, you can leave. You're not coming to breakfast. And I went, okay, I don't want to. And I got out of the car and I went back inside. And that was that. I didn't go to breakfast with her. So then there was a lot of drama after that because I told my sister that my grandma freaked out over my hair. And my sister was like, no, I have to explain to her that it's just a process and that we're trying to get you blonde. And I was like, but that's not even the truth. I'm trying to go pink, you know? So who cares about what grandma thinks? She's going to be mad anyway if I have pink hair. So who cares? So my sister like tried to make it like a point to talk my grandma out of being mad, which didn't work. My grandma consistently was angry until like the next time I saw her, which was when I finally had this pink of hair. And she was kind of just like, she backed down from her state. I think from all the things my sister said to her, my grandma was finally like, I like your hair. I'm not going to be judgmental anymore. It was actually really funny. I was shocked because it takes a lot for my grandma to back down from things that she thinks. So I don't know what made her think to back down this time, but I'm kind of glad she did because I wasn't backing down. I'm going to have pink hair, like, and I'm going to get a job. Like, it doesn't matter what job I have, honestly. These days, people can have colorful hair. I don't think she understands that because she's so old. She's either 79 or 80 or over 80 at this point. So people from that generation just do not understand that you can dye your hair and have piercings and tattoos now. It's actually okay in a lot of jobs, and it's changing in a lot of jobs. So anyway, you might be asking, what happened to Skirt? Well, I went and got him, okay? I just kept pacing and pacing, and it was freezing, and I kept thinking about him, not knowing what to do, not knowing how to get him, because I could not freaking reach him. So, I eventually was standing there smoking another damn cigarette, and I was like, looking around my mom's house. I was like, what can I do? She doesn't even have any ladders that I can see. I don't know what to do. And then I noticed it. A chair. She has these giant chairs in her house. She doesn't have any on her porch, which is why I don't think I thought of a chair immediately. And also these chairs in her house are very heavy. They're like giant wooden chairs for her dining room table. And they have iron legs and iron backs. So they're really freaking heavy. But I have moved them before. So what I did was I put on my mom's giant coat that she just got. It's a coat that goes down to my ankles. It's like goes down to here. It's like an Eskimo coat. You put it on and you can't even see who you are anymore because it's just an Eskimo coat. So I put that on because I was like, I don't even have a coat. I did not know it was going to be snowing when I came here, so I just needed a coat to put on to rescue him. And I was like, it's fine, right? It's her coat, it's her cat I'm trying to rescue, so I don't think she'll mind. So I picked up this giant, super heavy chair, and I lugged it across to the neighbor's house in front of her house. Mind you, luckily she doesn't have like a front gate or anything, so I was just kind of able to go right up to her tree that was in her front yard. And also, luckily, this neighbor is friends with my mom, so she wouldn't have minded anyway. So I go up, and I'm reaching towards him, and he's finally back on that branch that I was telling you guys about, that lower branch that I could reach just barely. And once I put that chair up, I could reach him. So I grabbed him, right? And he didn't want to come down. He wrapped his other paw around the tree and was like, "Meow!" And I was like, no, you're coming with me. And I grabbed his scruff and I pulled him and I just like hugged him. And then I made sure that I hugged him until I got into the house because he was still trying to get away. He's like probably gonna get back up in the tree if I let him go. He's that freaking wild. So I made sure to hold on to him until I got back into the house. And then guess what, you guys? Later that morning when I told my mom about rescuing her cat and how it took me all morning and how I even called animal control and all of these things, guess what she said? How is my coat though? Did he scratch my coat at all? That is the kind of mother that I grew up with. It's very interesting, the lack of empathy, the lack of care that she has for her own cat. Like, I don't know how else to explain that. I don't know. If you guys can summarize that better in the comments, what that means for her to just only care about her material things, I don't know. She didn't really care that I saved her cat. And she really loves that cat. So don't freaking ask me what her deal is. I don't know. So yeah. And then after that, I dyed my hair pink. And now we're here. So this was more of a recent story time, honestly. But this was a little bit of a shorter one. I know you guys might... I don't know what you guys like. Tell me if you like them longer or shorter. Maybe I can do multiple story times in one video so that they're longer, because this was kind of just this was a one-day story time. This happened all in one day. Interesting. But I definitely have a lot more stories. So let me know if you have any story ideas that you want me to tell in the comments. Also, if you made it this far, leave your favorite emoji in the comments. Or just leave a mushroom, because I'm about to play my little mushroom ad that I have. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel and hit that Subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. You can like tickle it a little bit, act like you're tickling me, and I can giggle hee hee like that. And whatever you are doing, have a good day, good night, good evening. Bye guys. Also would like to mention that I am affiliated with this mushroom company. They sell mushroom honey and mushroom chocolates, and it's legal to buy it online as long as it's legal in your state. I'm in Colorado, so it's legal for me to buy this mushroom honey. And like, I don't know, if you would like to trip, you can trip, but for me, I just like to take a little bit and microdose it. That's also what they recommend it for anyway. It's like medicinal, you know, properties. It's better to microdose. It's really nice to microdose. But anyway, yeah, I'll go grab it and I'll show you. This is my mushroom honey. Oh, her name is Honey. That's probably why she's getting excited. Yes. The company is called Psilocybin. And yeah, it says medicinal honey, reduce stress, balance mood, calm the mind. And I am now affiliated with them. Ooh, see, no wonder I took those off. Yikes. So you can... Maybe I should have put them on though for this little ad read so that I look different. Boop. Psilocybin. It's actually really good. You can't tell. Like, it's not like it's disgusting or anything. It's just, like they grind up the mushrooms into a powder and then they mix it in to the honey. And then you just take a little tiny bit on a spoon, and it's really nice. I like to say microdosing is like taking a happy pill. It's super nice. I love it. It's also recommended to take it with an empty stomach, which is interesting. I didn't really know that, but until I like read it one day and I was like, oh, okay. Good to note. It's a very good company. It's something that I've wanted to tell you guys about for a long time, and it's something that has helped me, honestly. My last jar lasted me almost a year. I just bought this new jar, and it will probably last me another year because I microdose it, so I don't take very much at once at all because you don't need to. But yeah, and you want to keep it in your fridge, and honey also stays good forever, so you don't need to worry about it going bad. It's awesome. Okay. That's the end of the ad read. I'm not used to doing these. This is weird. Channel is sponsored by a website called Wildflower. For the rest of this ad read, I'm going to say sax, like saxophone, instead of the word that I need to say. So let's talk more about Wildflower Saxophone. They are a wellness company. First, I'll tell you about what I've purchased from there so far. Now, I will say, I bought this without having any experience with said item. I'll show you this side. The other thing that I purchased on their website are some period cups. They're silicone, and it's really great for if you want to reduce your carbon footprint in the environment. They are used for replacements in feminine products. But these period cups I got from Wildflower are really, really high quality. They're the perfect size for me. They have all different shapes and sizes on their website of period cups and toys. So let's get more into the website itself. Right off the bat, the website is extremely inclusive. I absolutely love it. That's the first thing that really drew me in to this website. Was not only do they talk about saxophone wellness, but they talk about inclusivity and how you can learn how to be more inclusive and things like that. Here's one example of something called the NB. If you scroll down, it will tell you what it is good for, what it's best used for, and if you scroll even more, you get some pretty detailed, pretty honest, and great reviews, which, I don't know, for me it's nice to see honest reviews on a website, but not only that, it's pretty dang entertaining to, if you never have, go through the reviews of saxophone toys. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Anyway, my favorite part about this website isn't even the toys and the inclusivity, it is the articles that they give you about saxophone education. It's so hard to keep remembering to say saxophone. You go to this tab, and there's tons of articles about gender, how-to guides, relationships, sax and body positivity, toys and tools, and my favorite I found, mental health. Super helpful. It's so wonderful to see an adult website that promotes saxophone wellness and education rather than just trying to throw stuff at you to buy constantly. Consider shopping around the site. Again, my affiliate link is in the description below, and if you can't spend money right now, I fully understand. Check out the site anyway and read the articles that they have to offer because it's never too late to learn new things. Purchase anything through my link, then I will get part of that commission, so you would be supporting me. It's funny. Why are you hiding behind me? She says, Mom, don't film another video. I'm bored. I want you.
Let me film another freaking video, okay? You'll be fine.
Okay, so
I just need to film this video. Okay, I'm like halfway done already. Okay? No, just let me film it. You're fine. You don't need anything. You've eaten your breakfast. You've done. I don't know what you need.
So,
I love you. I love you. I love you.
well, I just like completely disassociated and I need to remember where I was at. Honey, she's mean to my cats. Did you just see that way she jumped at that? That's because my cat walked by. Hi, baby. Hi, gorgeous woman. Yeah, my cat just walked by and she went to attack her. She's an evil girl sometimes. She can be evil. You realize you're on camera, right?
Go and get your toy.